All right, welcome to Tuesday's Tools on Purpose at the Business on Purpose podcast. Tuesdays are all about equipping you all with the tools that you need to run your business with intention and purpose. Our mission here at Business on Purpose is to liberate business owners from chaos so you can make time for what matters most. My name's Patrice Miles, and I'm one of the coaches on the team. And every Tuesday, I love to dive into the world of tools because where your time is your most precious asset, finding those right tools can really help streamline your operations. So in each episode, I always bring you interviews with experts. We share success stories, provide step-by-step guides to empower you. But remember, it's not just about having tons of the right tools. You actually have to use them. So we are on week 6 of our 6-week series on ownership preservation, legal strategies for safeguarding your business with Samy Diab from the Diab Law Firm in Houston, Texas. And today's topic is liens. Samy, thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, Patrice. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Great. And again, for the listeners that have not joined us for the past 5 weeks, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My name is Samy Diab. I'm the principal attorney here at Diab Law Firm, PLLC. We represent businesses across the state and nationwide, across industries, through legal problems and to stay out of legal problems.
I love it again, to stay out of legal problems. That is our goal today, to help you guys stay out of those things. Preventative measures, as we say.
Absolutely.
So Samy, talk to me. What are liens?
Yes. So a lien at the end of the day, folks have kind of a general conception of what a lien is, right? A lien it's a legal tool that secures your right to payment most oftentimes. You can lien properties, businesses, other sorts of assets. The list can be quite long, but it's a way of securing your right to payment, for example.
Okay. And so all of our small business owners that are listening, what are some of the best practices or tools or resources that we need to know about in regards to filing a lien?
Yes, so there are at least a couple. One, your customer or service contract, a little bit of a throwback to our previous episode. You can have a contractual right to a lien. And so your contract should grant you a right to lien a property or certain assets and so on. The reason that's important is because, and this leads me to the second resource, is that liens are very, very procedural. And because they're so procedural, they're highly state specific. In Texas, for example, there is a specific timeline during which you must file a statutory lien if you're going to do it. Otherwise, it won't be enforceable. And it's very specific. It can depend upon the type. If this is about a construction project or some sort of improvement, real estate improvement, it'll depend upon the type of property. Is it residential or is it commercial? And that will determine the set of timelines that you have to follow. But that is a statutory lien. If you provide for a contractual lien, then that might give you a backup in case you're not on top, in case you can't meet those time requirements.
Okay. And so what I hear you saying is, first of all, I do have to have a service or a customer contract in place that specifies I have the right to file a lien on the property based on the services or the product that I provided.
Right. Yes.
Okay. And then the second thing I hear you saying is very state specific. So you need to find out what your state requirements are in regards to filing liens and what that time frame is.
Right, absolutely. And it sounds silly, it sounds obscure, but the truth is every state's laws are publicly available, even if you're not an attorney. Some 5 or 10 minutes spent searching for, lien statutes, in Georgia, for example, you should eventually stumble upon your state legislature's website with the actual statute. A lot of people have never actually done that, gone in and looked at the law, but for this particular item, for liens, it's important that you avail yourself of that public resource, the law. Just look it up and find out what the time requirements are and what some other procedural requirements may be for your state.
Okay. And let me ask you, my previous trade was real estate. I still have my
Mm.
license. And we would find all the time we'd show up to closings and there would be a lien on a property that no one was even aware of. Can
Right.
anybody just go file a lien on a property?
Okay. So that is always, so that's a great question. As a practical matter, anyone could file a lien, but it is usually in most states a crime to file a fraudulent lien. And
Mm.
at a very minimum, filing a fraudulent lien will give rise to a claim, a lawsuit for fraud. So, yes, practically speaking, could anyone just file this document within that county and lien a property? Yes, I suppose so. That is true. But it's a pretty serious thing. You can't just do it willy-nilly like this. It's a pretty serious thing to commit lien fraud.
Okay, okay, that's great to know. Well, Sammy, is there anything else that our business owners or listeners should know in regards to liens?
No, I think we've done a pretty good job of surveying the subject today.
Sounds good. And I know you mentioned that it's very state specific, but is
Mhm.
this something that you are able to help people with anywhere in the nation?
Yes.
Okay, great. What's the best way for them to reach out to you?
So you can reach me at my direct line, 713-588-1657. You can also call my office's general line, which is 281-560-4913. Or of course, you can email me at sammy@diablawfirm.com.
Awesome. Well, Sammy, thanks so much for joining us again for our last episode.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. Guys, that is a wrap for Tuesday's Tools on Purpose. And that is also a wrap for our series on ownership preservation. I hope that these 6 different sessions have been helpful for you to really analyze and look at some of the legal aspects of your business. And again, Sammy is there if you'd like to talk to him in regards to maybe something that we didn't talk over the past 6 weeks. But otherwise, guys, that's a wrap for Tuesday's Tools on Purpose. And I hope you all enjoy your new tool, Liens. But remember, every small action can lead to big results. So, what action are you going to take today in regards to preserving your business through liens? Go ahead and write it down and then make sure to implement it. For those of you all that are just tired of living in chaos and you're ready to actually start working on your business instead of in it, I would love to show you how you can finally start seeing some return on investment in the areas of time, money, and a business that can run without you. If that's something that you've really wanted, but you just don't know how to get there, it's okay. Just set up a discovery call with me, and together we will look at what that roadmap might be for you and your business. You can just simply email me at patrice@mybusinessonpurpose.com. Or if you're watching, you can scan the QR code that Kevin's going to put up to set up that discovery call. We also have our Healthy Business Owner Assessment for those of you all that are brave enough to take it. And again, if you're on our YouTube channel, Kevin's going to put up that QR code. Guys, a 0 is not good, but a 40 is a perfect score. So go find out how healthy your business really is. Otherwise, I will see you all next Tuesday. Thanks so much.